Hi everyone, I'm Amber from The Sensible Mama. It's 5 Ways Wednesday, and today what I'm going over is 5 ways to make your stroller more awesome. I've been debating whether or not to do this video because I feel like a lot of the things I'm going to talk about are obvious, and you might be thinking to yourself, Amber, why would you even bother going over that? But the more I thought about it, some of the best things that I have learned from my favorite YouTubers were things that they probably thought was pretty obvious that I would have never thought of. So today I'm just taking a stab at showing you some ideas that I've had about making your stroller more efficient and more enjoyable to use, and hopefully you'll find some of it useful. I filmed this outside because I didn't want to have to drag my stroller into the house, so I'll go ahead and apologize for the sound and the lighting quality of this video. I think that it's not too bad, but you'll probably hear some lawnmowers and some people talking and things like that. I did the best I could. Tip number 1, keep a monkey mat attached to the side of your stroller. If you leave it here, you know that you always have it in case you ever want to stop and take a little picnic or a little break with your son. And it's not taking up any of the storage on your stroller, so that you have your bin underneath and any other places on the stroller to keep your other belongings. You can clip this to the side of your stroller because it has these detachable clips here, so it can just hang from any part of your stroller you want it to hang from. Once you get the monkey mat inside the bag that it comes in, there's just enough space on the top for you to keep the stakes. These go through little loops in the four corners of the monkey mat and allows you to pin the mat into the grass so that as your little one moves around, he's not bunching up the mat and then creating a mess. So keep this attached to your stroller and you never have to worry if you decide to stop and take a little break. Number 2. Keep a fuel cell attached to your stroller as a bad weather bag. I went into this in my last video on 5 ways to use a fuel cell. Inside this fuel cell I have a poncho, actually 2 ponchos, one for my husband and I, 2 umbrellas, a ShamWow for drying off, and I also have the cover that goes over my stroller for keeping my son safe from the wind and the rain. And all of that fits right here in this tiny fuel cell, and with it attached to your stroller, you never have to worry about whether or not you or your husband happen to grab an umbrella on the way out the door. Tip number 3 is to keep an extra large carabiner attached to your stroller in addition to the stroller clips that you have. I like to use this just attached right here to the handle of my stroller, and with this here I can attach just about anything else that I might need to carry with me. This is especially helpful if I'm in the grocery store or in Babies R Us, where they have those little baskets for you to put your things in. It can get a little difficult trying to navigate your stroller and hold on to one of those baskets and keep all of your kids in line. So what's great about having this here is you can hook that basket right to your stroller, drop your items in as you shop, and you can be hands-free. Tip number 4 is to buy a USB rechargeable fan for your stroller. Now, unless you live in the south, you're probably already experiencing some cooler weather. It's still pretty warm here where I live. So I know that the fan days are running out for this year. However, in case you might be taking a trip to warmer weather over the winter, you might really love this idea, or at least keep it in mind for when summer rolls around again. Compared to other fans that are battery operated, this one has a USB cable in the back, so you can actually charge this with a USB instead of having to replace your batteries. I got this one on Amazon. It costs less than $20, I think. I'll put the link for it below in the description. But this thing has been wonderful because it lasts several hours. I keep it up on high and it can still run for about 4 hours before it needs another charge. It can clip anywhere on your stroller, and it can keep your infant cool on those really hot days. What I like to do is keep a power bank inside of a small set piece, and I either put this in my diaper bag or keep it in the cup holder of my stroller, and this way when the fan runs out of juice, all I have to do is plug in right here and I can continue using the fan until the power bank runs out of charge. And lastly, if you have a little one that's still young enough to be worn, I recommend keeping your baby carrier inside of a Be Light and leaving it attached to your stroller. I don't know if your kids do this, but my baby gets tired really fast of being in his stroller. And if we're somewhere like the zoo or a place where I just want to be hands-free, I don't want to have to be sort of wrestling my baby the whole time, I like to be able to just put on my baby carrier and wear him. I like leaving it here attached to a carabiner simply because if I put it in the under storage of my stroller, it sometimes can be hard to get it out from underneath there, and it can cause my son to have a fit if it's taking a little too long for me to get him out of the stroller. So having a baby carrier, this is a Lila baby that I have in here, but you can put many different kinds of carriers inside of a Be Light and just leave it here attached to your stroller for those moments when your baby really needs to be close to you.